Well, what's going on, guys? 5:52 in the evening, March 10th, 2025. The Weaver Agency of Roseman, California. Yeah, here's a zombie out here. He's got the little questioning why we have the legal system the way we do, and wondering why we have an insane asylum called the White House, who really wants to go after people who persecuted the trash bag. The chief and staff, no, I'll take that back. Commander and trash bag? I'm trashing them. The one that people voted for, not the other douchebag. So, there was executive orders in the White House March 25th, actually February 25th, talking about a law firm, actually two law firms, getting the executive boot. No security clearances for them and full persecution. And these were the law firms that represented, well, at least one of them did, Jack Smith, who was going after Trump. And then another one who was representing Hillary Clinton back in 2016. Whoever said that retribution isn't the American thing. And it's becoming more and more of an American thing and terrifying as hell because now we've got the president, or President douchebag of the United States, of Trashland itself, going after law firms, saying the Fifth Amendment for due process tossed out the window. We must revoke security clearances. We must get after these people and prosecute them because they dared to go after me. So now we must put the full weight of the Department of Justice and every other agency after them. We must make them pay for going after Trump the King and the tyrant itself. There's reasons why in the Constitution we have processes and we have amendments being put into the system to protect our legal rights. 1776, when we had declared to England that we were separating because England no longer had the colonies' backs, no longer viewed them as colonists, but more like third-rate people that can be bullied by the power of a musket and a red uniform. We wanted to make sure that people actually had a fair trial, a fair process. If you're going to be accused, you're innocent until proven guilty. You must gather the proof that you did the crime. You can't just be bullied over by saying, we're putting you to court, we're going to judge you guilty, and then we're going to execute you. That's how it was. I don't believe that you're innocent. And if you are innocent, I don't care. We need to make right with the king. So, off with his head. Put a bullet in his head. Yeah, well, welcome to British justice back then. Or even lynching people left and right without even taking into effect that maybe the person you're trying to lynch was actually innocent. Doesn't matter. Mob rule says well otherwise. So now we have mob rule running the Department of Justice. And also the Supreme Court, apparently. If the Supreme Court actually approves of this, they are setting back any and all precedents we had since the beginning of the country. Now we have the executive branch to be the chief tormentor of people out there who are pissed off. Do I dare mention his name? Even though he did get elected office twice already, and now he's thrashing the United States government and justice system and everything we hold dear. Do I dare use that douchebag's name? No, I'm sorry, trashbag's name. Douchebag is the other one who made Doge. possible in trying to break down the government. Take away benefits, rights, and money. For his own damn ego's sake. This is what we got going on with the United States government. Reasons why I keep bringing up 1776 and 1860. Why are those dates important? Why are those actions important? Because either we're going to get into a civil war at this point over here, or we're going to have to fight for a revolution at this point. Yeah, I did say it, didn't I? We were hoping maybe the court systems would help. But the forlorn hope of having the United States Supreme Court actually side with the people instead of the executive trash bags, I can't call it the executive branch anymore. I have to call it a garbage site. Because every time I keep going at the executive orders, they don't make sense. They don't make sense. I want you guys to look at whitehouse.gov. Click on those double bars on the far left side, upper left side, and start going through those links. When you find all those proclamations, fact sheets, executive orders, and take a look at them. I mean, really take a look at this. I want you guys to do some reading. Because I want you guys to understand what we're up against. This is what we voted in office. And I can't stress it enough that we all had a hand in it. We are all responsible, accountable, and transparent. But we're all responsible enough to say we got to change it somehow. If the courts can do it, fine. But if they can't do it, we have until midterms. But if they happen to make sure that our government's going to collapse before the midterms, well, we got no choice. 1776, 1860. Study your history, guys. Then understand what's at stake here. I'm hearing all the independents trying to raise up all the ire, fire, and everything else. Meanwhile, going through Congress.gov, trying to see the bills that they're passing out there. There's a bill out there, a Senate bill, that is telling people on the Capitol steps, you cannot put up somebody else's country's flag out there. And Congress cannot pay, take money out of its own pocket to buy a flag and have it displayed. There's a senator out there who's got to burp his ass on that one. And that's pretty pissy. Banning other flags? How did we get to this one? How the hell did we get to this one? It hasn't even got any text or any body. They just introduced it in committee in the Senate. Senate Bill 849. And the title of this long-ass monstrosity, who was sponsored by Bernie Moreno of Ohio, a junior senator. It is a bill to prohibit displaying the flag of a country other than the United States on the Capitol Hill, and to prohibit members of Congress from using official funds to purchase the flag of a country other than the United States. You talk about ultra-fascism at this point over here. You're not even talking about recognizing somebody else coming on the Capitol steps. Somebody else comes up with a flag pin, we got to be saying no. But they haven't got any bite or any meat on this one. But this had been introduced last week. There hadn't been any other news after that. Concerning about Trash Bag and him going after people, yeah, he's on a vindictive tour. He's got to find and persecute the people who went after him. So now he's going to use everything else. And this had been told long ago, well before. That Trump is going to be using every power he can, every authorization that he's going to cheat on, stripping away human beings' rights and freedoms and liberties. I got territory out here, still McCarthy territory. They still think like him. He's brain dead. He's got a replicant of himself who took over the representative, being a representative of our territory here. So they're thick as thieves. Roseman, California, part of Kern County, which is Trump territory. I had to mention that name. Trash territory. We're trash. We're trashing everything. We're trashing the Constitution. They love it so much they're going to trash it. They don't like Democrats. They don't like liberal wokeism so much. They're going to be trashing everybody's liberties and freedom of speech and everybody's civil rights because they think they're supporting the Constitution. And they're supporting the Bible on this one. The one thing I haven't heard through the chat lines is whether or not we actually are introducing religion into schools. It's bad enough Oklahoma's still fighting that out. Maybe a couple other states. I think even Tennessee's doing the same damn shit. Introducing religion into schools. We have to have the Ten Commandments displayed. We have to have them up there and the Bible talked about in classes. Because it's part of history. According to a schmuck superintendent in Oklahoma who thinks the Bible was part of United States history. Wants to go further back than that, the patriotic fascist fool. Then might I inquire, does he know about when Columbus sailed, the Spanish also sailed, the Portuguese sailed, the Catholics sailed to the new lands, to the Caribbean waters, to Central and South America, trying to do the convert left and right, and spreading death and disease wherever they go. Guys forgot that they were already be dealing with smallpox. And damn near killed all the population in Europe. I said damn near. We didn't have the vaccinate. We didn't have our bodies being, trying to build up the antibodies to this damn thing. But they barely survived. But they still want a new territory. Guess where they go? To the new land where the Native Americans didn't know what the hell was going on. The indigenous had zero clue that they were being invaded and killed off. And almost wiped out entire tribes. Almost. But they're also being hell-bent and being wiped out one way or another. Took them centuries. Tribes are still fighting back. Other ways of getting at the white men. Can't get them one way, you get them through their damn pocketbook. That's why we have all these damn Indian casinos out here. Why? We can't get them one way, we'll get them the other way. We'll get them economically. And they're doing it. And they're raking it in. That's how the European descendants do it. I think I'm joking with all this damn stuff. Research, boys and girls, research. Do your homework. With that being said,